Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE. Basically I'm going to take this GLE on a test drive. It's going to be a night POV test drive. The MSRP of this one is almost 67,000, and this one has the ambient lighting, and this thing looks really nice, and I think this is my favorite looking Mercedes-Benz SUV. So here is the Mercedes-Benz GLE that I'm driving, and the packages that this one has. It has the Advanced Lighting Package, MBUX Technology Package, Parking Assist Package, Premium Package, and then it has a few other options and packages. The Premium Package actually gives you the wireless charger, interior ambient lighting, which you guys see right here, which is really nice, and it gives you the illuminated door sills, and a few more things. And the price of this one is 66,000, almost 67,000. All right, so let's go ahead and take this GLE on a test drive and see how it does. And something that is really nice, the seat belt actually tightens up, which is nice. So it just puts you back into the seat. Let's go ahead and see how this GLE does. Let me go ahead and put it in reverse, just to show you how the backup camera looks like. And that was just the sensor, because of the license plate is actually right there. It's almost covering the sensor, but the resolution of the backup camera is really nice. And this GLE actually has a 360 camera, so you'll have a front facing camera. There are going to be a cameras right on the side. So as you guys see, the ambient lighting in this GLE is really nice, very nice, and not too bright. Of course you could raise up the brightness if you want to, but just the fact that the light is nice and subtle, it's just, it looks amazing. The wind noise and the tire noise are almost non-existent in this GLE. It's super quiet. Probably this is the quietest SUV that I ever been in. It's very quiet, very soft. The suspension is nice and soft. Seriously, over bumps you don't even feel them. And I love the heads-up display. It's nice and big. Tells you the miles per hour and tells you that you're going north or south. And overall, seriously, a really nice SUV. So for the engine is a 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission. It produces 255 horses and 273 pound-feet of torque. And overall, guys, seriously, the wind noise does not exist in this GLE. It's so nice, so comfortable. And overall, it just feels amazing, honestly, driving this GLE. So I think this SUV is a little bit big for this engine. It does move, but it feels like it takes a little bit more time than the GLC and the GLE that I test drove. So I think that the 350 GLE should have a V6 engine instead of this 2.0 4-cylinder, or maybe with more horsepower and torque, maybe I think that should be fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in sport mode and basically tell you what I think about this GLE at the end of the test drive, to tell you what I exactly think about actually this engine. It does have the engine shut off. Basically, it turns off when it comes to a complete when it comes to a complete stop. Let's go ahead and turn on the climate controls. We don't want it to be auto. There we go. And overall, guys, very quiet in here. I hear nothing from the outside. The engine shut off is nice, smooth, and the SUV turns back on very, very quick. This 9-speed automatic transmission is nice and responsive. Mercedes-Benz does great with their transmission. The paddle shifters are nice and responsive as well. So when you downshift or upshift, it's super responsive and quick. Brakes feel nice and touchy. And overall, seriously a beautiful SUV, and just love the fact that there is no sound that is coming from the outside. Those seats are actually supportive. They have a good amount of support on them, so taking corners, they actually keep you in place really good. Let's go ahead and put it in sport mode and see what happens. The gas pedal becomes a little bit more responsive in sport mode. Steering wheel, it doesn't really get that heavy. It gets a little bit heavy. I wish it became a little bit more heavy, but this one is not an AMG, so it doesn't have to have the crazy performance things that an AMG version would have. So I think the weight of the steering wheel in sport mode is actually not bad. So when accelerating, there's actually some pops and crackles. They are not too loud, but they're there, and it's crazy that this family SUV actually has pops and crackles coming from the exhaust. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn on the high beam. Actually, hold on. It's on the auto function. That's why it's not turning on the high beams. Let's go ahead and turn on the high beams now. And the way how they travel just straight. They don't go up. They do go up a little bit, not by much though. So it's more like they go straight and left and right. They don't really go up that much, which is fine. They're very strong, very bright, and they're really good at night. But overall, guys, the interior of this GLE is nice. As I told you guys, I love the ambient lighting. It looks amazing, and it is on the mixed color right now. You could control the right screen from those controls right here on the right, And the left screen, you could control them from the controls on the steering wheel on the left. And you could actually control the right screen 3 different ways. You could actually control it by touching it, or you could control it from the controls on the steering wheel, or from this pad right here. And if you guys look at the side of the middle console, there's more ambient lighting. So there's ambient lighting literally everywhere in this GLE. I just can't get over the fact that this SUV is so quiet. It feels very isolated from the outside. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights. So this button right here in the middle turns on the lights in the middle, and there is 2 lights right here for the lights underneath the mirror. So there is a good amount of lights inside of this GLE. So I do take this back. I have to say that the engine is actually very responsive, and I think the horsepower numbers and the torque numbers are pretty good for this GLE. But I feel like it has to be in sport mode for it to basically wakes up. In normal mode, it feels sluggish and it doesn't feel like it wants to move. But in sport mode, it's nice and responsive, and I really like that. So definitely, if you need all that power, put it in sport mode to get the 255 horsepower and the 273 feet of torque. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick brake boost right here. It is in sport mode. Let's see the windows. Windows are not double-sided windows, but once you close the windows, everything is quiet. Wow, this was very impressive. Very, very impressive. The front of this GLE lifted up. I'm pretty sure the back squatted, and I got pushed back to the seat. So this is very, very impressive. But it was in sport mode, and I did brake boost it, so it did build up that turbo, and basically the turbo did not, there's no delay in the turbo, there's no turbo lag since I brake boosted it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another acceleration right here, but I'm gonna have the window a little bit down, and I'm actually not gonna brake boost it. And let's see if we could turn off the engine start stop right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brake boost it for you. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just accelerate without brake boosting, and let's see if there is some turbo lag. Yeah, definitely some turbo lag. But brake boosting this GLE is super impressive. It pushed me back to the sea, and honestly, I'm super impressed with the way how it pushed me back to the sea and the way how it accelerated. So that's really nice. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. Interior looks really nice. Everything just, it feels very high quality. Of course, it's expected from Mercedes-Benz. If you guys want to change the ambient lighting, you actually have to go all the way to the settings and then go to lights and then ambient lighting, and you can choose any color you want to. Let's go with red. And you could actually have it on color mix if you want to. And I believe there is 64 colors you could choose from. back seat is nice and big, and there's actually more ambient lighting in the back doors. But guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Michael here at Mercedes-Benz in North Haven, Connecticut. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.